There are a lot of retirement calculators out there, so today I'm going to show you the 3 best retirement calculators, and they are all completely free. Hey there, Brittany Flammer here with videos on my channel every week about budgeting and money saving tips for you and your family. The features for each retirement calculator vary a little bit, so I am going to give you a quick overview and show you what each of the calculators look like. There is a timestamp in the description box down below if you want to click ahead to the next one. NerdWallet is the simplest retirement calculator. It is very visual and it only asks you for a little bit of information. Here is the NerdWallet calculator. To start off, you want to fill in these blanks. You're going to put your age, so I am 37 years old, and your pre-tax income. This includes you and your spouse. Everything you make before taxes annually is $80,000. And then we want to put how much we currently have saved. This includes your savings and your husband's savings. This does not include your house, but money that you actually have saved or invested. So we're going to do $150,000. And then right down here, we put how much we save each month. This includes how much money you put away, but also how much money you can include a match if your employer matches. So we're doing about $900 a month, including our employer match. Enter that in, and this is automatically going to calculate for you. This first column is showing how much money we will have if I retire at 67, this is how much money I'll have at 67. This is how much I will need. And the colors represent where you are on the chart. So blue means we're getting close. We've got 87% of our goal. Green means we're on track. But there are some additional options. If you come over here, click optional. Under optional, you can choose how much money you want to spend when you retire. And if you click on the little question mark, it will give you a description of it. But they are automatically calculating 70% of your income right now is what you'll want when you retire. Now you can adjust that. Maybe I think we can live off of less, or maybe we want more because we want to do some traveling. You can adjust that however much you want. Or maybe you're going to make some other income. Say we're going to have a rental property, so we'll plan on making $200 a month. You can type that in. Or this has by default retiring at age 67. Maybe I want to retire at 60. So I can adjust that. And maybe I think I'm going to live to 98. And then you can choose your rate of return. They by default choose 6%. And you can adjust that if your returns are higher than that, and it will automatically adjust and tell you how much you will have, how much you need, and it's automatically accounting for 3% inflation. It's automatically accounting for a 2% salary increase every year and a 5% rate of return in retirement. If you happen to use Fidelity, their retirement calculator is very comparable to NerdWallet. So if you're already using Fidelity, I would say go ahead and use their retirement calculator. But if you're comparing the two and don't use one already, I prefer NerdWallet. The ultimate retirement calculator from financialmentor.com is a more complex retirement calculator. They have a basic calculator, but then they have an advanced option. So you include a lot more detailed information, and you can also include lump sum payments or lump sum increases of money. So if you're going to be paying for someone's college or a wedding or buying an RV at some point in the future, or maybe you'll sell your house at some point, you can include that lump payment or lump increase, and that will affect your retirement greatly. So you can include that in this calculator. And I mentioned this one is a little bit more complex. You can click right here to see more instructions if you want, but here's the basic information. How old you are right now. I'm 37, and how old I want to be when I retire, we'll say 67. And how old I think I will be when I die, we'll just keep that at 90. My current total savings, we're going to put 150,000. And right here, if you click on the I, it'll tell you what is included in that. Basically, all of your retirement or your investments, but not your house or anything like that. This is how much you want to have when you retire, how much you want to make per year. So we're making 80,000, but I think we can live off of 50,000. And you don't have to worry about inflation or any of that. It's just in today's money, how much you think you could live off if you were to retire today. And then how much you want to have when you die. So if you want to leave money to kids, you can put something there. I'm just going to leave it at 0 for now. And then we want to put how much we are saving. each month. So currently we're doing this, say, $900 per month, and if it increases every year, you can add that. So say my husband gets a raise of 2% every year, then we'll increase how much we save by 2%. So I'm going to do that, and you can choose what years this starts and stops. So this for us is going to go from now, because I'm 37, until, we'll say, until I retire at 67. Now we're going to do your average returns. So from now until retirement, it's automatically set to 7.5% return. Let's say I think I can get 8% return based on history. And then from the time we retire until we die, 5% is the automatic default. That's what most calculators will use. You can also plug in what your tax bracket will be when you retire. I'm guessing it'll be 24%. And you can choose how much you want inflation to be. So 2 to 3% is standard, so we're just going to leave it at 3%. Now, moving on to the advanced retirement options. Studies have shown that as you get older, you spend less money, so you can include this. You could say every so many years, every 20 years of retirement, we'll reduce how much income we need by 25% because we will spend less. You can just leave it at 0, but if you want to, you can add this. There's also the option for one-time lump sum payments. So if you're going to purchase something or sell something one time. So let's say we're going to sell our house. It's worth, we'll say, about $300,000, and we'll sell it probably when I retire at 67. You can add that. Or let's say we have a wedding. We have a child that's not married, so we're going to pay for a wedding. We're saying it's about $10,000. Now, since we're paying the money, we need to put negative in there. And we're going to guess about age 45. You can add more if you have to pay for college, or if you have any expenses or any windfalls of money you will get when you sell something. You can add all of those here. Also, if you will be making money once you retire, so say you have a business or a rental property, we can type in how much we make. Say we make $200 a month for that, and we'll say we have that right now. So we'll type in my age right now till we'll sell it probably when I'm 60 we'll sell it. Or no, we'll sell it we'll wait till I'm 80 to sell it. And then you can include a cost of living adjustment if you want. There's info on that there. I'm just going to leave it here. Or if you have maybe you have another business, you can add post-retirement income. If you click calculate, it's going to calculate right here. It's going to tell you, based on what you're doing now, how much you will have saved at retirement. And this right here is showing how much we will need at retirement. And this right here is showing how much extra we will have. So this graph or chart shows you where you are, but let's say we don't want to sell our house. So we're going to remove that, and let's calculate. Now it adjusts for us. So now we still have an extra $431. I want to show you what it looks like if you don't have enough. So we're going to move it to, we're only saving $700 a month. And calculate. So now this is how much we will have. We're getting really close, but we won't have enough. We're short $316,000. So we need to increase how much we save by $423 a month to hit our goal. RIQ stands for Retired Inspired Quotient. In my brain, I refer to it as your retirement IQ. It is a very simple, also very visual retirement calculator with a sliding scale for things. It is completely free, but you do have to enter in your email, which means you will be added to an email list from Chris Hogan, who used to be part of the Dave Ramsey team. You will probably get some emails from them. If you don't want them, you can unsubscribe at any time, but just a heads up, you will be getting emails from them. This was originally going to be the third retirement calculator I recommended. However, in retrospect, this really doesn't do anything more than what we already had with NerdWallet. So between the two, I would choose NerdWallet. This just shows you things in a little bit different format, but it's essentially the same. It doesn't have as many options as NerdWallet, and you get added to an email list. So if you don't want that, then I would suggest going with the NerdWallet. If you do use this tool, the RIQ up top shows me how much I will need for retirement, and the 327 below, that's showing me how much I will need to save each month to reach that goal. In the comments below, tell me how much you need for your retirement after you've done the calculations. For us personally, it's $2 million. That seems like a ton. That's my ideal. But we got a little bit of work to do if we want to actually reach that. If you're interested in seeing how we are doing for our retirement, check out my playlist right up here. I have a new video every month with our updated net worth showing you how we're doing, so you can watch that. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.